What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hope you like this video. We are halfway through the season. Raising Kanan season power book 3? Yeah. Raising Kanan season 3 episode 5. So we start this episode off. We got crazy ass Ronnie. He done stole somebody's car and he done rolled up on Unique. Now here's what I don't understand. Why are you banging on the door like you don't have a key? Well, maybe you don't have a key. If I was Unique, I wouldn't have gave your ass a key either. But neither here nor there. You done stole this car and you telling Unique that basically you gonna sell the car, flip the money so you can get a package, right? Unique is trying to tell you, bruh, I keep telling you, I got you. Like, you don't need to be out here doing stupid stuff. Like, literally, you got out of jail by accident. You got out of jail because the dude that arrested you got caught up being corrupt. Not because your time was up. So at the end of the day, they looking at you because they really want to put you back in jail because they really know that you probably deserve to be there. Maybe, maybe not. And Unique is telling you you being stupid. And you told Unique, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And you rolled out in your stolen car. Okay? Now, while that is going on, we down to Rock's house, and Kanan is running his courier service from Rock's house in the bedroom. Now, here's what I'm not understanding. Look, I'm all for certain things that we see happening and going on, but I'm really not here for this Rock, okay? I'm really not here for her. Where's the Rock that slapped the shit out of Kanan in season 2? Because he deserved, like, you were literally sitting in this woman's house, and now I get it. She manipulated the situation to get him to come home. He don't really want to be there. I got all of that. I'm fine. I got it. But here's my problem. Rock is still Rock. And later on in this episode, I'll get to that, but later on in this episode, well, I might as well go ahead and say it now. When the social worker come by the house and Kanan not there, and she got to try to sweet talk the damn social worker, and the social worker lets her know, look, if Kanan don't come in this house, the next time I come up and through here, not only is he going to boys' village, down here we call it boys' village, what we used to, we don't call it boys' village no more, but he going to the boys' school, and you're going to be in trouble, okay? And she's trying to tell Kanan this and stress the importance to him that he need to play by the rules so that they can get the social worker off of their back. And he is straight up ignoring her, eating his bowl of cereal. The way that bowl of cereal would have been on top of his head, that's the Rock I need to see. Moving on. So then we see Marvin having lunch with Vinny. Is that his name, Vinny? His name gonna be Vinny this episode. And you know they're having their little 2-person support group, and you know Marvin works it into the conversation about him being a writer and editor. Lets him know that his daughter, you know, is a part of this new singing group. Maybe he might want to write a story. You know, Marvin trying to do his daddy thing. And, the guy throws out there, oh, that would be a great rags to riches story. And, of course, Marvin gets offended because he's like, whoa, ain't no rags over here. Like my daughter lives good, okay? She was brought up good. We're not playing that game. And I don't think he meant no harm by it. I think he was just trying to turn, how can I sell this story, right? Because let's be clear, at the end of the day, a girl group forming really is not, anything monumental. But I think he was trying to come up with an angle. Then he mentioned that this big-time drug dealer got caught. They found his body dead with his deaf grandmama in the next room. And, of course, Marvin knows it's Dean. And he gets up and rolls out because he's like, shh, I got to go let Rock know. Now, here's my problem. Marvin didn't know and Rock didn't know. How the biggest drug dealer, well, one of the biggest drug dealers that y'all have been dealing with, going back to season 1, y'all made it seem like Dean was the man, and everything went through Dean, and even if it didn't go through Dean, Dean had his fingers on it, and he knew what was up. First of all, how the hell that didn't hit the streets? And why y'all acting so casual about it? Like, that has to create some sort of a vacuum in, let me not go there, let me not go too deep. Because y'all be swearing that I know the kingpins. All I know is if you kill the big dog, it creates a pocket of power. That's all I'm saying. Now, while this is going on, Rock is down at her new investment. They done smashed in her window. Them 2-ass dirty cops that's trying to shake Rock down for a couple of $100s a month to protect her property, they don't really even know the bag of worms that they opening up. Because Rock might not feel like she can smack the shit out of Kanan, but she will smack out of y'all, okay? And when I say smack, I mean like batter up smack, okay? Y'all might want to leave her alone. But of course they magically appear and they're like, yeah, um yeah, this is terrible, and we could probably help you out, or they'll keep coming back. They basically let Rock know. Now they don't know the look that Rock gave them, but I know the look that Rock gave them. So Marvin rolls up on her, and Marvin is like, telling her about Dean, and basically like, yo, Dean was, hooking me up. So that kind of lets me know that Marvin is more into still doing his thing than what we kind of thought, because we didn't know he was getting work from Dean, right? We thought he was just using up the last of what Rock had from Baisley, right? Remember that conversation they had like 2 episodes ago. So now we see that Marvin really is still doing what he do, which is fine. He's doing it independent of Rock. He ain't asking her for nothing, whatever. Um, but they both know that Dean being gone is important. Like that's gonna create some serious concerns. Now, while this is going on down to the bar, Lulu is setting up an open mic night. Now, Lulu ain't drinking. I don't think Lulu thinks he's an alcoholic, but I think that Lulu's thing is I screwed up for Juke. I wasn't there for Juke, and I can't screw this up. Like, this is really my new career. This is really what I want to do with my life. I don't want to have nothing to do with Rock. I don't want no parts of the business. I don't want nothing. So I got to make this work, or I'm back where I started, which is at square one. So I don't think he's an alcoholic, honestly. I just think, because we've never seen that from Lou. I just think that Lou was having a pity party over the last couple of episodes, and he was drinking his thoughts and feelings away. And now he's getting back on his feet, and he's getting himself together, and he's getting in control of himself again. But they did make it a point to show us a couple of times this episode him not drinking. But again, I really think that's just because he just doesn't want to screw this up. But that's my opinion. Then down to the courier service, Famous gets picked up, right? It was really weird. This whole exchange was weird because it looked like the police was rolling up on the whole operation, yet it looked like everybody got away except for Famous. So I don't know if the police let everybody get away because Famous is the person they actually wanted, or what. Because once they got Famous down there and they got him in the box and they started questioning him, they questioning him about that dude that he shot last season. I don't forgot the dude's name. Beatty Bailey Bow. I don't care. Because he dead, and it don't matter. But they sitting there questioning him about that. And of course, Famous was like, wait, what? Now, to give Famous credit, he ain't roll. He ain't really even blink. Like, the only thing I feel like he did do wrong was he should have asked for a lawyer. But he didn't. But he ain't roll, and he act like he didn't know what was going on. And even when the police were throwing, like, stuff at him, he was like, just because I knew him don't mean I did it. Just because I was in the area don't mean I was there when it happened. Like, he was able to kind of act, but I still feel like he did too much talking. He didn't need to say nothing. Now, when Kanan rolls up and he finds out that Famous got picked up, he automatically gets upset like it's Famous's fault. And I'm like, you don't even know what happened. You ain't talked to Famous. You ain't got you haven't got an issue. You haven't had a conversation with Famous or nothing. And I'm really, really confusion at... I'm going to be honest with y'all. Okay, let's have a conversation. I'm really confusion at why they are flipping Kanan so fast. With, like, his anger is so displaced. Like, why are you mad at Famous? Famous has been clear that he is not interested in being a drug dealer. He even let you know that he ain't even good at it. And so you're mad at him because he doesn't want to do something that he already told you he doesn't want to do. And he's not good at something that he already told you he ain't good at. Now, I get it that the money is taking care of the bills and taking care of the Roach Motel situation. I got it. But at the end of the day, you have a very high level of anger, Kanan, at this dude who done told you. He has been clear that this ain't what he want to do. He just want to write his rhymes and get high. That's it. Moving on. We see Unique showing Ronnie the breakdown at the Chinese restaurant. Now, Ronnie said the same thing that Unique said at first. Honestly, this is some stupid shit. Remember, Unique don't really want to work out of the Chinese restaurant either. But again, Ronnie not understanding the delicate situation that Unique has found himself in, that he already went to the Italians to ask for help to get on. Dean won't give him no work. Sal is gone. And so and of course, Juliana's cousin won't give her any work, won't give him any work. So Ronnie not really understanding that this is really the best that Unique got for right now. And it's like he can't get it through his head. Everybody keeps telling him the same thing, and he just doesn't trust Ronnie and doesn't believe Ronnie. And I've said this on the panel. Shout out to TSF Entertainment, the Soul Firm. I said this on our review when we did our review yesterday. I feel like there was a missed opportunity in this episode. We all know how it ends, child, because this review is late, but I won't spoil the ending for those people who might not know yet, okay? But I feel like we missed an opportunity in this episode because I feel like we're coming in at the tail end of Unique and Ronnie's relationship, and there's a lot of anger there, and there's a lot of mistrust there, and I feel like we need to know how we got here. I understand that Ronnie's upset because he feels like he left Unique the kingdom, and when he got back, it wasn't nothing left but rubble. I get it. I got that part. But I think that the fact that him not believing Unique isn't my issue. Is my issue. Him being angry that Unique fucked it up, I got that. But him not trusting that Unique is telling him the truth is the part that I'm confused on, because where did this level of distrust come from? I just feel like maybe we could have got some flashbacks to Ronnie being locked up. Maybe we could have seen some scenes. Hell, why he hate Rock so much? I mean, going back to season 1, Unique couldn't stand Rock, and he had a whole distaste for Rock as a female in the game. And we know that Rock is shiesty. Maybe she did some shady shit to Ronnie. Like, I just feel like the writers missed an opportunity to give us something. But we'll get there. Now, while this is going on, Jukebox is living her best life down to the studio, practicing her dance moves. Now, what I find to be funny is that the girl next door is the one that keeps screwing up the dance moves, and not Juke. Juke got it. Juke is getting it. So Juke volunteers to help girl next door to get the dance moves because, baby, the leader of the group done already told her, look, we early in the game. You are easy to replace. Because let's be clear, this is a manufactured group, okay? I held auditions. There was 5,000 people down here. I will go to the next name on the list. You are not, it won't be a problem. So, Jukebox agrees to help old girl get her dance moves together. And they get to flirting a little bit. Now, I saw it as flirting. Maybe it was just innocent banter, but I feel like they was flirting a little bit. She even got Jukebox to talk about Nicole a little bit. Now, she still didn't get into everything, but she acknowledged that there was Nicole, and she let the girl know she was gay. She said Nicole was my girl, you know. So, I feel like that was Juke kind of throwing down a gauntlet, like, yes, I'm gay. So, if it's going to be a problem, go ahead and let it be a problem now. And old girl was cool with it. Again, I got this whole alfalfa thing going. Not really sure if old girl was flirting for real, or if it was just like a play flirt, but there was some flirtation going on. Now, what I thought was the best scene of this episode, probably the best scene of this season, it was hilarious and it was so cute. Marvin is in the car clocking Juke when she come out with old girl, and he is so proud to see his daughter out there, and he talking about some, look at her, she a dime, look at that. Oh, she got good taste like her daddy. And even offering, you sure she don't want to ride? We got room, we can give her a ride. And Juke talking about something, that's, she just my friend. And he was like, friends, how many of us have them? And then they started playing Houdini. That scene to me was the best scene. It was absolutely hilarious, okay? And I have to applaud the writers on this part, because I feel like their character development with Marvin is great. Like, I love seeing the growth. It shows me that when Marvin apologized to Juke, he really meant it. And when maybe seeing what Juke went through with her mom and what they were trying to do as far as the reprogramming and everything, I feel like I feel like they just did a good job with that evolution. And I feel like the Kanan evolution, I don't know if maybe they're just going too fast with it or what, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know, because I guess I get it. Kanan is so determined to make it on his own without his mother, almost to prove his mother wrong that he doesn't need her. Like, he's so focused on it, but it's that level of anger at everybody. Like, he's mad at everybody. It's weird. I don't know. Maybe y'all can tell me in the comments why with this whole anger with Famous is. I get it with Rock. I mean, I could probably go with Rock on everything until, because a lot of what Rock did, she did to clean up Kanan's mess. But her putting that gun in Kanan's hand and telling him what to do to take out his daddy, who first of all he didn't even know was his father, and second of all, even if it wasn't his father, he was a whole cop. Like, you knew that if your son got caught, like, forget about the fact that he shared your DNA. He was a whole cop. So even if he had gotten caught, listen, y'all know what it would have been. Y'all know and I know what it would have been. Anyway, and then to find out that it was his daddy, like, that's a whole thing. Like, I can't imagine. So I'm with Kanan on that level of anger. But anyway, moving on. So back down to the little Roach Motel. Kanan is, getting his soldiers in order, and Ronnie rose up on him, and Ronnie was like, "Yo, who you get your package from?" And Kanan was like, "Who you talking to? Like, what? What are you talking about?" He was like, he was like, "You got that from Unique." And again, that goes back to what I was saying before. He doesn't trust anything Unique is telling him. Why in the world do you think Unique got you selling drugs out of a damn Chinese carryout if he got whole packages on the street? Like, it's the level of distrust that I'm confused on. Also, let me put a pin in that. And I will say this, the one thing I do agree with Ronnie on, and even with the old dude, the Chinese dude that Unique was talking to last week, why is it taking this long? Like, bruh, why is it taking this long to get customers? You should be down at Baisley damn near handing out flyers, because they had to shut down production in 2 buildings. It's got to be fiends all over the projects. Like, Rock is out the game, and Marvin is look like he really only dealing with high-end white clients. What is taking so long to get the fiends down to the Chinese restaurant? I am confused about that. Now, that is the part I'm confused on. Now, I'm gonna give Ronnie that one. Maybe you are too busy in between Rock's legs, because I'm not understanding why the fiends ain't finding the Chinese place. Now, Ronnie, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. Now, this scene was funny because Ronnie. I'm sorry, I'm back to the scene. Ronnie talking about some where you get that heroin from, baby. Kanan was like, "Who said anything about heroin? Like, bruh, this not 1978. I'm gonna need you to get it together, sir. Ain't nobody selling no heroin." Then we see Lulu went to his house to go get some records for the club, and him and his mama have this exchange. I'm gonna be honest, I really don't care about that whole dynamic. If y'all not gonna give us the backstory to the family and how we got here, it is season 3. If y'all ain't gave us none of this backstory, then I don't even care about it no more, because it's season 3. Y'all have had plenty of time to develop what happened with the daddy, the mama, Rock and the mama, Marvin, Lou and the mama, the daddy. Like, y'all have had 3 seasons to give us something, and the most that y'all gave us was that Rock basically had to bribe her mama to set up a alibi for her in season 1, and that is it. That is the first, last, and only time we have seen that woman. And was that, yeah, when Rock went to church in the red leather suit. Anyway, so honestly, I really don't care unless the next couple of episodes is really gonna give us more. I don't even care. Lou also goes down to the radio station to threaten that DJ that he threatened. Well, to ask that DJ to tell them about the open mic night. He ain't threatened them, but he did tell them about the open mic night. But he was so scared of Lou, he would have put anything on the radio to keep Lou out of his face. He was scared as hell. Okay. So then, um, Lord, I lost my train of thought. So Ronnie rose up on Juliana, right? And he gonna say to Juliana, I feel like it was something else you wanted to say. Juliana was like, bruh, I ain't got nothing to say to you because you Unique's brother. I don't have nothing to say to you. And Ronnie was like, me and Unique, me and Unique not the same. She was like, I really don't care. That's your brother. So as long as your brother is around, long as he your brother, we don't have nothing to talk about. And Ronnie was like, but he's my brother. He ain't going nowhere. She was like, I was married once too. And then one day, he was just gone. And Ronnie was like, well, that's my brother. He ain't going nowhere. Which lets me know that what happened at the end of this episode was absolutely just Ronnie's rage and not anything premeditated, in my opinion. I know everybody got their own opinion, but I don't think it was premeditated. But basically, Juliana let Ronnie know as long as Unique is around in the picture in any way, shape, or form, we ain't got nothing to talk about. So we see Detective Howard talking to the task force dude or whatever, and he's letting them know, listen, they not buying this whole story you giving us about the projects. Like, they just not buying it. They're not buying it about Camacho running, the Baisley project. Like, they're not running, they're not featuring it. They don't believe it, which is letting Howard know, okay, this is a problem. So Howard ends up getting Bando, the dude in the wheelchair that helped Marvin out, got him to go down there and basically tell them that, yeah, it was Camacho. He said it in a nice, casual way or whatever, but basically he's trying to support what they're saying. Well, in the conversation, he ends up calling Raquel Rock, which of course set off, that set off a ding, ding, ding to the detective, because he was like, wait a minute, Rock? Like, you familiar? You know her? And of course, Bando knew immediately. He was like, damn, like, you saw him rolling his eyes. And again, I know people were like, well, just because you call somebody Rock, listen, when you call somebody by their nickname or a nickname, there's a level of familiarity with that. That doesn't mean you're friends with them. That just means that you are familiar with them. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So like if somebody's street name, if somebody's real name is Cleophas, but their street name is Slim, and you calling them Slim, and the police are saying Cleophas, that's letting the police know that you at least know who this person is. That does not mean that you're friends with them. So by him not saying Raquel Thomas or Raquel, by him saying what this got to do with Rock, that automatically set off an alarm. So he goes back and says, go back and read those statements. Go back and read those statements by Raquel Thomas. So they basically are doubling back to Rock, because the dude then said her street name instead of her legal name. We'll get to that in a second. Now, while this is going on, Famous comes back home and he's pissed off at Kanan, as he should be, because he was like, yo, dude got rolled up last week and you got Lou to get him out of jail. I get picked up and you let me sit there like you didn't send nobody for me or nothing. And then he lets Kanan know what happened, and Kanan again is acting like he don't care, like it's not important, like so what? And I'm like, again, that's your boy. Like, Famous has every right to feel some kind of way. I'm sorry. I feel like he does. He has a right to be upset. So then they get into an argument, and Kanan basically gives Famous his ass to kiss, okay? Famous lets Kanan know that they were asking about the dude that he took out last season, which Kanan looked surprised that he didn't know. Now I would have to go back and watch last season again. So I guess Kanan didn't know what happened. I don't even know anymore, because again, I don't care about that. That was last season. I don't know how they're gonna try to double back and put that on Famous, but sounds like they are. Then we at Dean's funeral, everybody giving Grandma a package. So if Grandma didn't know before Dean died who Dean was, she know now, because every black person coming through, they was handing her an envelope, just like they used to show us down to the mafia movies when somebody died and a made man died and everybody was giving the widow envelopes. Well, that's what it looked like was happening, okay? Rock and Unique end up having a little conversation. Unique flirting, and Rock was like, "Stop playing, like that's dangerous. Anybody could be overhearing our conversation. That's not cool." Um, Ronnie back at the house letting Unique girlfriend know that Ronnie's sleeping with Rock, and I was like, "Damn, Ronnie!" And he dropped that bomb and walked right on out the door. I said, here we go. Unique walk home and he walked into a whole firestorm. He just trying to eat his sandwich and drink his damn Kool-Aid, and old girl is confronting him about Rock. Now, Unique is like a lot of, dudes that bring home money, however they make it, legal or illegal, and feel like, listen, I keep you living good. You live in a nice place, the bills are paid, the kids taken care of, you don't want for nothing, need for nothing, you don't work. Don't question me about how, what, when, and where. Which I don't necessarily agree with. I mean, you don't get to just dictate that I don't have to be faithful to you just because you pay the bills. But again, Unique rolls out and he is pissed. And he is ready to go find his brother because he is pissed off about that whole situation. Now, while this is going on, the open mic is happening and it's cool. Like, everybody seems to be having a good time. Oh, Marvin invited Rock to come to the open mic. And Rock was like, F Lou, I ain't coming. I ain't going. But we see that she getting dressed and she on her way to the open mic. But she get picked up by the popo and they question her. Her lawyer tells her she ain't got nothing to worry about because, she called her lawyer and they played it cool. But at the end of the day, I don't think her lawyer knows that they probably got more information than what he thinks they have. But we'll get to that. It's it's episode 5. This is unfolding, right? So we see open mic night, and I guess they're gonna try to cause we know last week that group that was on stage that was Dots Effects, and I guess they're gonna kind of give us artists that we can say, oh, that's so and so, that's so and so, that's so and so, again to go along with the times. We were debating about EPMD and Moni Love and all of that, so Juke is there with old girl from the group. She showed up. Juke invited her and she did come. Famous was sitting with them, but when Kanan walks in, Famous gets up and leave. And Juke asked asked Kanan, what's good? Like, what's going on with you and your boy? And Kanan was like, nothing, basically nothing to see here kind of thing. So Kanan clearly is interested in old girl from the group. Him and Juke go to the side, and Kanan was like, yo, was that you? And Juke was like, nah, we good, shoot your shot, but be cool, because we in a group together. I can't be having no broken hearts, whatever. I don't want no drama. Now, honestly, in this moment, I felt like Juke sort of gave Kanan the go-ahead, because I think Juke felt like old girl was sort of feeling Kanan. I think she's still not secure in whether the girl was flirting with her or not, and she don't really want to put herself out there to get her feelings hurt. So she told, Kanan basically shoot your shot. And part of me is like, I guess she was like, well, if she bite, then she really wasn't into me. You know what I mean? If she doesn't bite, then I know the road, the road is still wide open. But I do think that a part of that was her own insecurities with everything. But again, let's be clear. Kanan asked, yo, is that you? She said no. So whatever happens at this point, that's on you, Juke. You should have said, yeah, I don't know if she feeling me, but I'm feeling her. Let me see how this play out. But okay. So then Famous gets on the mic, and baby, this the best we done heard from Famous since season 1. Streets is Talking. Was it Streets is Talking? Now, we know that eventually he does write a song telling on himself once again. But for now, that was a really good rap that had everybody moving the crowd. And I think that gave Famous the confidence that maybe he had sort of fallen off and lost, when when things didn't work out in the studio or whatever with Cartier or Camacho, whoever the hell he was working with, child, I don't even care no more. Now, while this is going on down to the club, Unique is out looking for his damn brother. Now, he finds his brother at the tailor shop. And again, I feel like this was a lost opportunity, because the brother going there means that somehow is connected to him. Like, it's not something Unique opened up on his own or opened up after Ronnie went to jail. It's clearly something that belonged to Ronnie or was a part of what Ronnie had. Because why would he be there? And again, I just feel like it was a lost moment for us not to get that backstory. Why? The who, the what, the when, the where. And maybe I want too much. Maybe I want too much. I'm just saying I feel like they could have gave us a flashback, or it could have been part of the dialogue. I mean, he could have said what happened to the shop. You don't have nothing. You know. But neither here nor there. Unique rolls up on him, and Unique is like, "Yo, you messing with my life. Like, I told you I tried to put you on. I told you what I had. It's not good enough. And, you know, you telling my girl what's going on. Like, you are really effing with my life right now. Like, I can't have that." So the two of them get to going. They get to rumbling. They get to fighting. Unique whoops Roddy's ass. And then Unique made the fatal mistake of turning his back. Now, I understand you might have felt a little comfortable because that was your brother, and maybe you thought nothing was going to happen. But, baby, you got to walking out that store after you done whooped Ronnie ass, and Ronnie got up, and he grabbed the bat, and he commenced to whooping your ass with the bat. And Unique is gone. That is the end of Unique. Ronnie is now at the King of the Hill. I don't know the hill of the Chinese store, but he is at the King of the Hill. We see at the end of this episode, Ronnie rolling Unique's body down into like a little garbage. Looked like he took him to the dump or whatever. And he has his chain. And I guess he's going to hold on to the chain as proof of, you know, Unique being gone. Okay. And that's where the episode ends, y'all. So listen, we lost a major character. One thing about Power don't have no problem killing nobody. Okay. They will take you out in a minute. They ain't got no problem showing somebody the door. And that's what happened, unfortunately. So, you know, Joey Badass, I like Unique. Even in the season 1, when I didn't like Unique, I like Unique. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry to see him gone. I'm sorry to see the character gone. I think Unique, I think it was too soon. I understand that with Unique and Ronnie, only one of them could last. I knew that eventually one of them was going to have to go. But Ronnie, but I just think they could have. I think again, I think they could have gave us more down the road. Now I'm gonna say this, and I know y'all. If y'all are still here, it's been 30 minutes. It's been a long review. So if you're still listening, I know that y'all hate hearing this. I know that the Power people absolutely hate hearing this. But let me say this. I think Ronnie might be Breeze. Now, I know that my TSF people don't agree with me, but hear me out. Hear me out, okay? The one thing that's making me connect that is this. I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to be done with it. Well, I'm not going to be done with it, but I'm going to say it. They have gone out of their way to show us that Ronnie has OCD. Everything, and I don't know if that's institutionalized or that's just who he is. Everything has to be turned in a certain way, right? His napkin has to be perfectly perpendicular, and this has to happen, and that. And he's very, very specific about his dress and his clothing. Remember what they said about how Ghost was able to get Breeze, because Breeze had a routine. Breeze was in the same place every day watching Jeopardy. I feel like it could be Breeze. We know that in the next episode, or we think, based on the previews for the next episode, we think that Ronnie starts working with Kanan. I don't know, y'all. I'm thinking it could be. Remember, we're talking about the Breeze as he evolved, as he reacclimated himself to society. We ain't talking about this psychopath Breeze right here. And remember, the reason why they took Breeze out. Remember, Kanan learned a lot from Breeze. Like, I don't know. I know y'all sick of everybody being Breeze. I know y'all are. But honestly, that's what I see. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I know y'all may or may not still be here, child. But let me know what y'all think, and I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.